What's up, everyone? My name's Devin. I'm a proud Manchester United supporter out of DC, here to talk to you a little about the United season thus far, and then looking forward to Sunday, a huge match against the top four West Ham. I can't believe it, but I love it. I love to see the Hammers doing well. So let's get into it. I think overall, United season has been good. I think that they've shown kind of what the future is going to hold, but they haven't had that final bite. Obviously, with those 3, 4, 5, 0 games, they really haven't been able to close things out and have that bite that say this year's City has or last year's Liverpool did. But it's going to come. So obviously, the addition of Bruno Fernandes has been just tied everything up in our midfield and really kind of solidified that attack and that creativity that we really were needing for a couple years. So him in addition to Pogba, and then Scott McTominay also, he's kind of just flourished behind Bruno and playing next to Pogba. So it's been a good season overall. I think defensively, we started out a little rocky. We tend to get sucked in. Wan-Bissaka gets sucked in a lot. Not super aware of his back shoulder, and I think teams have kind of been taking advantage of that and exploiting that cross the ball across the box and kind of a wide open far post. But I think that's been kind of fixed, hopefully. And moving forward, I think defensively we've been strong. Attacking, we need to start having a little bit, like I said, a little bit more bite in the counterattack and finishing those chances. So, looking forward to the game on Sunday. I think United's probably going to line up with a traditional 4-2-3-1. I think defensively, like I said, I think Luke Shaw is really going to kind of lead that defense, and kind of where our attack tends to start with him in recent games. From a midfield perspective, I'd imagine it's probably going to be Fred and Scotty as the twos, and then ideally, Bruno Fernandes will be sitting in the middle, and then obviously Rashford is hurt, so I think we'll probably see Daniel James again on the flank, as well as Mason Greenwood, and then Martial up top. So players to watch out for, I think, obviously, I'm not talking about Bruno Fernandes, but I think two other players to really look for would be Fred. He's been really kind of surprising me. I haven't had a lot of great things to say about him over the season, but recently he's been distributing really well. He's had a lot better vision and movement, and he kind of recovers really well and saves us in a lot of counterattack options. So he's definitely gonna be kind of building our attack along with Luke Shaw. And then I think Martial hasn't scored much recently, and I think he's going to be pretty hungry. And Greenwood is also going to be hungry. So attacking wise, I think they're going to probably be pretty active and direct. I think they're probably going to try to score some goals. So, from a West Ham perspective, I mean, West Ham have just been on fire lately. They're fun to watch. They move the ball well. Their shape has been pretty incredible, both defensively and then on the move forward. Declan Rice, I think, is a player that United need to shut down. And then Fornals and I'd imagine Bowen's probably going to start. Those two are, like I said, United's most vulnerable on the wings and the balls across the box, and both of those two know how to play and finish a ball across the box. So those are probably the two most dangerous. And then set pieces. I mean, today a set piece ruined our Europa League win against Milan, and obviously Souček has just been a set piece beast. So he'll be someone we need to watch on corners and free kicks. Overall, I think it's going to be a really fun game. I can't imagine either of these teams are going to just sit back. especially with United, playing pretty conservatively lately. I think they're going to want to kind of push forward and score some goals. And I know West Ham are always up for some fireworks of games. So overall, I think United's defense will kind of be able to shut down West Ham. They're not going to have Lingard, so he's been extremely key to the attack recently, which is a shock to me. So ultimately, I think that we can come out with a clean sheet, and I think we'll score 1 or 2 goals. So I'm going to say 2-0 United. But I think it'll be a good game. So enjoy.
Hey everyone, Justin here from the Chicago Hammers here in the States, coming back with another match preview. West Ham head to Old Trafford this weekend on Sunday to take on Man United for the third time this season, second time in the Premier League. This is a very interesting game. It's also a massive game, absolutely massive. I think any result by West Ham would be a great result. The 3 points would, I think, truly establish us as a Champions League contender. We are Champions League contenders now, but it would firmly put us in that conversation, I think. And I think we have a chance. So, some interesting stats from United's point of view. They are in the Premier League unbeaten away from home. 9 wins, 6 draws, 0 defeats. At Old Trafford, 6 wins, 3 draws, 4 defeats. Significantly worse off at home. Now, I understand with no fans in the stadium, that most likely has something to do with it, but the disparity is interesting. You've seen United perform very poorly. Their last loss was against Sheffield United at home, literally the worst team in the league. And yet they go to the Etihad and beat arguably the best team right now in the world in Man Utd, and pretty handily. So I don't know what it is, but that is interesting. They did beat us at London Stadium too, 3-1. As I mentioned, they haven't lost since they played Sheffield United, which was all the way back on January the 27th. So 12 matches unbeaten in all competitions, and that includes a 1-0 victory against us in the FA Cup, a brutal way to bow out of the competition, I thought. We didn't play great, but we played with pride and courage, and I was just a little too little. Now, it is interesting. They did play AC Milan earlier today in the Europa League, and they gave up a late equalizer. So they're going to go to Italy in the second leg, tied 1-1 on aggregate. I know on Twitter I've been seeing that a lot of people think that makes a big difference in terms of the lineup that Solskjaer is going to put out on Sunday. I don't really think so. If you look at it, if they can win this game, I think that really puts them in the driver's seat of getting top 4. I think they know they're not going to win the league. Top 4 is the goal. And if they can go out and beat West Ham, who are currently 5th, I think that really puts them in the driver's seat. They already are in the driver's seat, but I think that's a massive result for them. If they were maybe 5th or 6th on the fringes of the top 4, you might say they may place more emphasis on the Europa League if they thought that was their best avenue to get into Champions League. But I think they know that the top 4 is their best avenue. They didn't play Rashford earlier today. They took Martial off at halftime. Bruno Fernandes, I think, in like the 70th or 75th minute. So you're going to see Rashford. I think you'll see Martial. I will. Starting. You may even see Fernandes start. Probably not. I think he'll probably come off the bench, which brings me back to the reverse fixture at the London Stadium. For those who don't recall, we dominated the first half of that match. Pretty much dominated the match until Fernandes came on. Should have been 2-3-0 up at halftime. Instead, we're only up 1-0. Fernandez came on. Their first goal did see the ball go out of play. Incompetent VAR out. Incompetent VAR once again, not doing its job. But then United sort of ran away with it. I expect if they don't start Fernandez, I think that's a big mistake, massive mistake. I think we're going to be ready. It's always difficult to beat teams 3 times in a season. Always, that third time is always difficult. And if they don't start Fernandez, I think we take advantage of it. I really, really do. They're going to be playing a game just 3 days before. They're going to Harry Maguire's going to start, Martial played Fernandez. If they don't start Fernandez, I think that's big for us, and I think we take advantage of it. I do think, as I wrap up here now, I do think that we're going to get a draw out of this. I think we're going to play well. I actually think we'll score first, dominate a lot of the game, play well, and I think we'll actually come out a bit disappointed getting just a draw out of it. But I'd take a draw in a heartbeat right now. That would be a very good result for us. That would really keep us in the Champions League. I know it's only a point, but it'll do wonders for our confidence as well. I'm going to go 1-1 draw. I'm going to go, give me Benrahma with the goal. I think Benrahma will get his goal finally. And then I think Rashford will score for them. So 1-1 at Old Trafford. But I do think we'll play well. I think we'll give them a good fight, and should be a fun one to watch. So signing off, guys, as always, come on, you Irons.
For West Ham fans everywhere, this is the ultimate football app for you. Never miss a thing with the latest West Ham news, gossip and social stories as they break. Download the free COY Irons app now from the App Store and Google Play.